Welcome back to Julie's Wreath Boutique. I am going to take a simple grapevine wreath and we are going to make a simple wreath that you can use practically all year long. So we're going to put this on my front door. So what are we going to get started with? I have an 18-inch grapevine wreath that I picked up at Joann's, and what I'm going to do first is I'm going to just kind of trim off the extras that really don't make sense to me. So just going to use my wire cutters and just kind of like this piece is kind of sticking out here. I don't know if I can get that piece. I don't know about that one. We'll leave that one. But let's just cut off a few of these and we will get started. So if you go into Joann's, Hobby Lobby, Michael's, AC Moore, you're going to find this stuff called lamb's ear. And I am totally, I wouldn't say obsessed with it, but I love the look of it. And you will find a lot of kind of farmhouse decor wreaths using this. So as you can see, I have a whole pile of it over here. And I had actually bought this earlier in the year for I was doing the centerpieces for a baby shower, and I will leave the link for that video and you can watch how you can make your own centerpieces. But I used like a garland, and I look over here, yeah, here's a piece of the garland. So you could use this and then just go through it and just kind of make your sections. So I'm just going to kind of cut it right there. So that's a nice section. And you would just go through here and cut so that when you put it in your wreath, it looks like it would lay properly. So you can use the garland. Sometimes they have these at Hobby Lobby, the garlands, on sale for 50% off, and sometimes in the bridal section they'll have them as well. So let's get started, and all we're going to do is we're going to start placing our lamb's ear or lamb's wool, I think it's lamb's ear, throughout this. We're going to kind of do this side and a little bit down through here. So I'm just going to take my glue gun and just start adding pieces. And honestly, I'm going to look for some bigger pieces first and then do some smaller. And honestly, this is not a hard thing to do. This is just very simple. I know that some people think that they need, you know, oops, I got myself there. Be careful with the hot glue gun. Just a side note. This is just really simple, and sometimes you go to like places like Kirkland's and these wreaths are $60. So I just want to kind of show you how I would make one, and you don't have to spend 60 bucks to get one of these wreaths. So what we'll do is we will get started and then we will fill in. So now I want to do, so we want one direction this way and one direction that way. So I'm going to start that process too. And this is a cordless glue gun, which I really, really like. So kind of where we're going to put our bow is going to be about right here, I'm thinking. So now I'm going to come this direction, and we're just going to keep filling in until we find it looks good. I also have a little miniature glue pot that I could have melted and just stuck my stems in. That would have made a whole lot more sense. But you know, when you don't use it, even on a monthly basis, you kind of forget you have one. I don't make these types of wreaths to sell, but I do make these types of wreaths for my own front door. I think I get tired of the big flowers, and I just really like this look. And I've been meaning to make one, and I thought, well, let's do one for fall, but then have the option to take out some things and make it a winter or even a Christmas wreath if I want to. I do have a Christmas wreath, and it was like one of the first wreaths I made, so it's kind of time for an upgrade for me, I would say. So I'm going to kind of go through the side here because I don't want to have too bare of spot, or bare of a spot, I should say. There you go. This is ribbon I believe I got from Craft Outlet. I really kind of like the texture of it, and it feels like a really good, I got this out and I thought I was going to use this, but when I feel this, I bought this from Michael's, and honestly it just feels really cheap, and I just don't think that it's going to hold up to the elements outside. So I went ahead and grabbed this, and I thought we'll just use this. So we're going to make a simple bow anybody can make, and another time I will get out my Pro Bow Maker and I will make bows with it and show you how I use that. But for today, we're just going to make a very simple bow. So I'm going to take the edge, and this is just the way I do it. There's no rhyme or reason. I can remember my mom teaching me as a little girl how she made bows, and I'm just kind of doing it after her. So anyways, I do a dovetail. I cut it at an angle. I don't know if that's considered a dovetail or not, but anyways, so I'm going to go about, let's say, 12 inches, and I'm going to take my finger and I'm going to form my first loop. Okay, so let's see how big that first loop is going to be. And this is why a Pro Bow is really handy, but I know not everybody has a Pro Bow, and that's okay. I will do one when I can show you the Pro Bow. And I'll leave a link so that you know what I'm talking about. If you are any kind of wreath maker, if you've been doing this a long time, if you've been looking for a bow maker, the Pro Bow, the hand, is the best. So I'm going to meet in the middle here, and then I'm going to measure here. Okay, so that's 6. I need that to be at the 22 mark. So my loops are going to be the same. So I made one there. Okay, so let's go back, and so we have our tail, and we did about 12 inches. This is where my finger was. And then we just looped it over so that we have about 6 inches on this side. And so now I'm going to loop it over again and keep my finger in the middle. And let's see here, I want to try to keep it at 6 inches. So, all right, so there we go. Now I'm going to do this again. We're going to flip it over. And then we're going to flip it over. Once we meet over here, we're going to flip it over here, okay? So now we're going to create the other end. I'm going to just kind of grab that. I'm going to grab this, and this is about 12 inches. So I'm going to cut it at an angle as well. And if my scissors, I think I need new scissors. So I've got my finger still on this. I'm going to take my wire and set it in the middle. I'm going to bring it back, and I'm just going to twist it really good. Okay? And we can fix that so that looks better. So we're going to just move these out. And that is a simple bow. I'm going to put something in the middle here. I always like to do this. I'll take a piece of my ribbon, probably about 6 or 7 inches. I will fold it over, and I kind of like the more white side. And I'm going to just wrap the middle. Does that make sense? So that we can have a really cute little bow. And then I have one wire going this way and one wire towards me. And then I'm going to lay these like this, and then twist the wires again. And you've got yourself a simple bow. I'm going to move these over to the side here. And keep twisting it. Make sure that nothing's going to go. You could even put a spot of glue right there. Okay. Looks a little flat right now, but we're going to give it a little bit of lift. Alright, so now we're going to put this in our wreath. So let me get that wreath, and we'll be right back. So we're back with our wreath, and you can get any little glues out of there still. I'm going to take my bow and I'm just going to put it through the grapevine itself. Okay? Flip it over. I'm going to bring the grapevine, get where I want it, and then I'm just going to twist it. And then I'm not going to twist it too much because I want to still be able to move the bow a little bit. But that's pretty much, I mean, you could leave it as is. You could be, okay, I'm good with that. I like the way that looks. And say, I'm done. And put this, you know, this would be pretty in your mantle with a mirror on top. I mean, here I am just kind of twisting it. You can just kind of twist your bow any way you want. But what I want to do is I want the ability, because I'm going to be really honest here, I tend to never have a wreath on my door. So if I don't use intention to make myself a wreath, it won't get on my door. And I'm the wreath maker. It should kind of go like this. So what am I going to do to make this kind of fallish? It's kind of just kind of farmhouse right now. Well, at Hobby Lobby, you can get these stems. They're $1.49 a piece, but 40% off. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to stick a few of these right into my wreath. And where I find them on the back of the wreath, I'm just going to kind of bend them slightly so they can't just move out. I'm not going to add any glue. Or at least I'm going to try not to add any glue, because I'm going to show you why. If you don't worry about, if you want to keep this the same way, then just go ahead and add the glue. It's all right. But you could also use, there's a little bit of pink on there. I need to get that off. You could also use, let me get some more here. They're back here. I have 5 of them all together. Sorry, I kind of left the shot there for you. I kind of like the odd number, guys. I think odd numbers just make sense to me. You don't want to do that. So we'll just add a little bit of glue. Thanks, Hobby Lobby. Let me see here. That happens. This is real life, guys. Can't edit that out. So I'm going to put a little bit of glue right there. Okay. And that one has a little bit of red on it too. I wonder if my kids got onto this. You know how that happens. So what I'll do is when I'm done with this, I think I'm going to just kind of zip tie these in. And then when I want to take these out, I'll just clip the zip ties. So we're going to do 3 and 2 maybe. I don't know. I think that's really cute. What do you think? I'm really happy with this. This will be the wreath on my door. So I'm happy that a wreath will be on my door. So what am I going to do? I'll come back in just a moment to show you what I'm going to do. Get rid of that. For a Christmas/winter look. So I'm back with what the kind of winter/Christmas. It does not have any red or green in it, and I really honestly don't want it. You could change this bow out. You're not going to twist it really hard. So if you wanted to, you could simply take this bow out and put in a Christmas ribbon if you wanted. I got these. They are in like the stick and stem section in the Christmas section at Hobby Lobby. They were $2.99. 40% off. So what I would do is I would just zip tie these in. I don't think they're going to stick and stay in. So what I would just do is I would just take them in. Maybe these are a little bit longer, so these might stick in a little bit better. So I'm going to see if I can get them all the way through. Yeah, just got that all the way through. Okay. So all I'm going to do is like bend it. Yeah. I'm bending the edge right here. I don't know if you can see that. So that's not going to go anywhere. So to get that Christmas look, and again, these are 40% off as well. Just going to kind of stick one in there and bend it. And that's not going anywhere. and you have a really cute, just pretty and elegant wreath for your Christmas or even just your winter. And you know, you could always change this for a red and black plaid or any other ribbon you want, but that is just a simple wreath. If you want, you could take all this out and just enjoy the greenery of it and the nature of it. But I hope you enjoyed this quick little video, and make sure to like and subscribe and share. We'll see you next time. Bye.